All right, well, guys, welcome back to this 2,000-point Warhammer 40k battle report. Before we get into the list, I'm asking everybody to hit that like, subscribe, notification button. It really does help the channel grow, and I'd like to thank everybody who's done so already. Guys, as you've been watching, I've been begging for it, trying to get the channel to get over the 2,000. The goal, the short-term goal, is to get over the 2,000 subscriber mark. So that's what we're looking for by the end of the year. I'm hoping that surpasses that. But so I'm begging for your subscription. All right, so with all the begging being done here, I'm on my knees now. Okay, now all that being done, let's get into the list. So I have exactly 2,000 points. Death Guard back on the table because I don't think I've played Tyranids versus Death Guard on the channel. I think this might be the first time. I didn't go back and research that. That might be a lie, but I think it's true. But we'll see. At least in 10th edition. Let's just put it this way. At least in 10th edition. No more Tyrian, so he's not on the board today. My warlord is going to be Typhus. So Typhus is leading a bunch of infantry into this Necron tombs. We're continuing to research and steal different Necron relics. So we have a 10-man unit of Blight Lord Terminators. We're going to have 2 flails, 2 Auto Reaper Plague Auto Reapers. Actually, they're not plague; they're just auto reapers, and 4 Bale Swords led by Typhus. We're gonna have 2 units of 20-man Potswalkers. We'll have a 6-man unit of Death Guard Terminators led by a Death Guard Sorcerer in Terminator armor. The guy with the time chimes is going to be my champion. We have a 3-man unit of Death Shroud Terminators. The guy that's bald will be my champion, and they're going to be led by a Lord Contagion. We'll move over to another 5-man unit of Blight Lord Terminators. We'll have a flail and Auto Reaper on that as well, along with Bale Swords. Talked about this already. We're going to go up, and these are going to be loaded out the same way. This is going to be 2 10-man units of Plague Marines, 5 Great Plague Weapons, 4 Bubonic Weapons, and 1 Flamer. This particular unit is going to be led by a Foul Blightspawn and a Putrefier. And this unit is going to be led by channel favorite, of course, this Plague Surgeon. He's a celebrity. I should probably name him, actually, guys. So if you have an idea what I should call this dude, let me know. And this is a Foul Blightspawn. We are going to have a Tallyman just by himself, just so I can farm some CP. They will be in Rhinos with Havoc Launcher, Plague Bolter, and Plague Combi Bolter. And I think that's it for that. That is exactly 2,000 points of Death Guard Terminators, or Death Guard. Let's go check out Tyranids. All right, guys, before we get into this list, my buddy Jake is back. Oh, not back. First time on.
First time on the channel.
Yes, all right, Jake, what'd you bring with you?
All right, so today we have got a Give Me a Hug list. So we've got 3 Screamer Killers.
All right.
We've got 2 units of 3 Raveners. We've got the Swarm Lord leading everyone. We have 3 normal Lictors, 3 Neuro Lictors. Every Tyranid player brings a Biovore.
That's the cheapest model ever. With this,
it's the most wonderful point scorer in the world.
It is.
We have 3 units of 5 Gene Stealers. Each of them are led by a Broodlord. These are kit bashed, so they don't look like the normal kind of chimpanzee-looking guy, but they are Broodlords. We have 3 units of 3 Von Ryan Leapers, and that's pretty much it. 2 enhancements. He carries the Neuro Node for redeploying before the game starts, and he carries the Stalker enhancement so that he can get a +1 to wound against a target of his choice.
All right, and we'll be back with the mission and deployment. All right, guys, we're back for the mission and deployment. So what we got going on here is I'm actually standing in front of the light, so making this harder to see. We have Sweeping Engagement, which is the angled deployment zone, the funky deployment zone, which I actually like. The Linchpin. Linchpin is if you hold your own objective, then the middle objectives are worth 5 instead of 3, and your home is worth 3. We also are playing Hidden Supplies, so as you can see, we have another objective on the table. So that's what we got going on with the mission. So that's pretty simple one. We'll back this up into this Necron Shrine again, keeping this theme going. All this activity going into this Necron world, leading up to what you guys are pretty much guessing, that there's going to be a Necron game to end this all. But same rules have been kind of applied. The Tyranids, with all the activity happening in here, and the psychic stuff that's been going on into this in this world has drawn them to devour this one. The Great Devourer has taken this world onto his radar and sends a troop of scouting units. I'll say, how about that?
Yeah,
Scouting.
a welcoming committee.
A welcoming committee down here to try to see what they can what's it called? Bioengineer?
Yeah,
I think that's
Tyranniform.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tyranniform. There you go. So that's what we got going on there. So this is going to be the inner dimension. If you guys have been watching the channel, this is the inner dimension. You cannot shoot in or out of this once you get into it. All infantry can obviously go through walls because they are ruins. You're basically into another dimension. You cannot. If we don't have indirect, but if we did have indirect, you wouldn't be able to shoot into it. You would not be able to fly over top of it. That's what we got going on there. This is going to be, you cannot shoot through this as well. I don't think we have a lot of shooting, but I think we have a little bit. You can, the middle of this basically is where our models are going to stop. If we need to get cover, the shrines, obviously the big relics here covering this up. This is what the Death Guard are here to do, where the Tyranids are just here to kill me. And then we have these big crates here. They will go all the way up. We're going to play them as they're going all the way up. Those crates are going to go all the way up as well. We cannot walk through them. And this tomb as well is obviously we cannot go through. We got to go around them. So we are both playing. Are you playing tactical? Or what are you doing?
I'm going to give tactical a shot.
Okay, so we're both playing tactical, which is good. Because fixed are kind of boring when you're playing in a narrative game. So I'm glad that you chose tactical. Yeah. So as far as what I have in reserves, I have both of the Plague Marine units are in reserve. I'm sorry, in the Rhinos. All of my Death Shroud Terminators are up in the air. And I just basically set up to cover some of the board to move towards objectives. We're going to see what the cards lead me. So, Jake, what'd you do on your side?
So we've got a handful of infiltrating units. Now, as this is a pocket dimension, we can't infiltrate in there. So we've got some Neurolictor, Lictor, and Von Ryan Leapers kind of hanging out in this flank. All of the Gene Stealers have Scouts 8, so they're kind of ready, depending on first turn, to either pop in or kind of hang back and not get shot on turn 1. And then kind of more infiltrators out here. These two are lone operatives, so they're kind of safe. You have to get within 12 to shoot them. So I'm kind of hedging my bet that you're not going to close the distance there.
Gotcha. All right. First or second turn, man? What would you prefer?
I always like first turn.
That's my favorite. You want to be on me.
I want a cowabunga straight in
my
there.
deployment zone. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Guess will be first. Ooh, 3. 4.
All right.
All right, so I will go first. Jake, let's have a good game.
Best
have
of luck.
some fun. And we'll be back after my movie phase. Yeah. All right, we are back after my movie phase. So here's what we got. We got Cleanse, and we got no prisoners. I actually drew Sabotage. I spent my 1 from the Tallyman, and I put it back because I just didn't feel like that was a good thing to do. So I did get Cleanse. So what I did was I moved up here, and I'm cleansing with this Rhino. I moved up here, and I'm cleansing with that Rhino. Advanced the Potswalkers up 8 inches, or 2 8 inches. Move these guys also as well 8 inches. And then just move these guys up. I got a 9-inch charge to these guys here. And did not move any of this here. So we're going to go to shooting. And it's very simple. First Typhus is ability into this unit. Anything but a 1, Typhus. All right, D6 mortal wounds for a 5.
Ooh. So that kills 1. They have 3 wounds apiece.
Okay.
So that kills 1 and does 2 damage to the next guy up. So he'll be on 1 wound.
All right, so now we're going to go with the...
Cool.
All right, so we're going to go with Auto Reaper, 4 shots into these guys. They are stealth, so it's -1 to hit, so it's going to be hitting on 3s, now 4s, with sustained. So that was pretty good.
They're not that stealthy, huh?
Exactly. So now we got...
what's their strength on that?
Strength is 6.
T5, so 3s to wound.
Strength is 7, I'm sorry, but still 3s to wound.
3s.
So
Yeesh.
He is the closest target, so I do get to re-roll this 1.
Okay.
All right, so we have... These are 2 devs.
2 devs.
And then you get 3 saves, but you do get cover. So you're going to... It's only -1. Only
-1, so 4 up. And we save 2.
Yeah, 1 damage each.
So 3 total damage goes through. So this guy is down to 1 wound.
You save 2. Yep. So
Yeah.
3. All right, and then we have the I am within rapid fire range, so we're gonna have the 3 bolters, plague bolters from these dudes here. So we have hitting on 4 still because of the -1.
Yep.
These are plague weapons, so these auto hit.
Okay.
These miss. Actually, only 2 of them survive, and then we have
4 on there.
Yeah, so this is gonna be
5s.
And just 3.
All right.
No minus.
He's got cover, so 3 up saves. Stay alive.
Just
baby.
need one.
Let's go.
Oh. All right. So I think that is going to be all my shooting.
Cool.
So let's see if we can get this charge off.
Yeah, just a 9.
9-inch charge. Yep.
Here it comes.
Oh, beautiful.
There it is.
I'm going to move this and be back. That'd be right?
Yes.
All right. So I only got 3 of them in. So I'm going to start with the flail, which is 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s now again because your stealth doesn't affect melee.
Right.
These are lethal.
Yes, sir.
These miss. And then strength is 6, toughness is
5.
5
goes to 4.
I'm sorry, 5 down to
4 because
for you it's strength 5. It's strength 5 for me, not 6.
Okay.
Strength
so
5.
You're still wounding on 3s.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So
3 of them at -1, 2 damage.
5 up. Yeah, he died.
All right. So we'll just
he wasn't gonna make it.
We'll just pile back onto this objective, and then that will do it for my turn. So at the end of the turn, surprisingly, I got no prisoners for 2, and I got cleanse for 4, and we will be back after Jake's movement phase.
Cool.
All right, guys, we are back after Jake's movement phase. So, Jake, before you moved at the end of my turn last turn,
yes,
you made me force a battle shock here. Why was that?
So my Neurolictor, who had been over here, has a rule that in my command phase, he can force an enemy unit within 12 inches to take a battle shock test.
And he failed. That failed. That's why the little Spore Man's on top.
Yes.
He did not launch a Spore Man on my vehicle. It's just showing it on battle shock. And I passed this one over here. That came from the other Neurolictor.
Important to note, this unit of Raveners at the end of Dave's fight phase had left the table. So they were able to re-arrive via Deep Strike. They didn't go 48 inches around. The
movement phase, we'll talk about that in 1 second.
Yes.
Cards. Command phase stuff. What'd you have command phase stuff besides this?
So we got that. We drew Establish Locus, and we drew Bring It Down.
Okay.
And because I have the Swarm Lord, I got 2 CP in my command phase, so I'm up to 3 because I didn't use mine in Dave's turn.
Yeah, and you guys will see those. Guys, we always try to display the dice so you can see them. All right, and then now we'll go into movement. We started with this. We know why these guys are here. Just kind of go from this way.
So I'm playing Vanguard Onslaught. So all of my Vanguard Invader keyword units, which is everyone except for my Screamers, my Biovore, and my Swarm Lord, can advance and charge. So rolled a lot of advance rolls here. We've got this unit has all kind of stepped up to hopefully pounce on that Rhino and crack the egg, get the Marines out, and then pile into the Marines. We use these Raveners.
These have fight first?
These guys have fights first.
Okay.
This guy has fights first.
Okay.
These 2 don't.
All right.
But we're hopeful to crack the egg and pile in and then fight before you fight.
Exactly.
Raveners over here kind of spread out just to screen my deployment zone. Same thing, this unit of Von Ryan Leapers kind of ran around the boxes to help out. Biovore stayed put. He will be putting a real Spore Mine over here to screen me out in the shooting phase. Everyone else kind of advanced forwards. So we got 2 Screamer Killers into the building. And 1 Screamer Killer obviously thinking about going the other way. A bunch of Gene Stealers piled in over here alongside a Lictor. And then we've got another unit of Gene Stealers thinking about giving a warm welcome to the Death Guard over here. Terminator.
All right, shooting phase.
Shooting phase. So first things first, we are going to establish Locus in your deployment zone over here. I'm just going to put that there so I don't forget about it. Biovore is going to Spore Mine over here because that will protect my deployment zone from any deep strikes coming in over here in this bubble.
Yep.
As far as other shooting goes, my Screamer Killers do have assault weapons, so they're all going to give you a shout.
All right.
We'll start with this one here, screaming at your Terminators.
All right.
So he has D6 plus 3 attacks plus blast. So in this case, D6 plus 4. For a big 7 attacks. So 4 and 3. He does hit on 4s.
Okay. He is not in contagion, so you're good.
Yes, yeah, he's well out of the range there. All right, so we got 5 hits, and we are strength 8.
Toughness 6.
We're going to need 3s to wound you. And we got 3 wounds at AP 2.
All right, so we'll do that there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take him into guys in cover first.
Okay.
So it's down to AP 1.
Yep.
So we are going to be 3s.
Yep.
Takes 1 damage.
All right, 1 damage. Crucially, the data sheet for the Screamer Killer, when you get hit by his Scream attack, you take a Battle Shock test at -1.
All right, well, that's
They're
right.
shocked.
Even at -1.
I'll put a little Spore Mine on top of them, too, just so we don't forget.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy. Same deal. This Screamer Killer is going to shoot the unit of Poxwalkers because he can't see outside the doors.
Right.
So how is it 20 in there?
I got 20 in there, yeah.
So it'll be D6 plus 3 plus 4.
Yep.
So D6 plus 7.
Pretty good.
The big 13. All right.
Can't ask for anything better, man.
There's 6 total. And there's 7. There we go. We're going to hit you on 4s.
All right.
Give it a go.
That was not a good roll.
That was what we call suffering from success. All right. Strength 8. You're T4?
T5.
T5 on them.
T4. I'm sorry.
T4? Okay, so 2s to wound. 3 wounds at AP 2, but you have an invuln, right?
Yeah, what's the damage?
1 damage apiece.
1 damage each, so 3 5-ups.
Yeah.
3 die.
All right. And then they'll take a Battle Shock test as well. I don't have a Neurolictor within 12 of them, but just in case.
They pass.
Okay. Screamer Killer's going to do the same thing.
Poxwalkers are apparently not afraid.
Yeah, I guess so. They're more courageous than the Terminators. So he killed 3, so you're down to 17 so it'll be D6 plus 6 instead of plus 7. 3 and 6 will be 9. 3, 6, 8, 9. Hit you on 4s. Okay.
They do not want to.
Apparently, we're not.
Dude.
We're not landing these. We need 2s. Okay.
5-ups.
Yep.
All
right. Killed 2 more.
They killed 5.
And 1 more Battle Shock on them at -1 as a result.
All right.
They're getting shouted down.
They fail.
Okay. Cool.
I think there was a. I think they're
here. I got 1 more for you. It's joined their ranks. The Spore Mine is there.
Their leadership. Leadership 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, fail it.
Yeah. Final shooting. Swarmlord has a torrent weapon that he'll shoot at the Rhino there.
Okay.
He gets D6 plus 3 hits.
All right.
For a whopping 7. Not bad. And these are strength 5. Toughness 9. So we need
Toughness 9, 10 wounds.
5s to wound. All right. 2. And those are going to be AP 2.
These are flamers?
Yes, but you do get cover.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, it's AP 1, not AP 2.
Right. So cover. So it's going to be 3s?
Yep.
2 of them, you said?
Yeah.
Good.
He's good to go. Okay. That's going to be it for shooting.
Charges.
Did the Spore Mine here? Yep, we're going to charge.
Do I get to take a Battle Shock on that as well?
No, that's only when the Screamers scream at you. So these 2 guys are going to charge this Rhino.
All right.
I'll roll them just in case. So Neurolictor.
Yeah, they're in.
He's in. Normal Lictor.
Unless you want to get the distance.
They're in. All right. We're going to go Gene Stealers into Terminators here.
All right.
That's a 7. They should be good.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just do like this,
Beautiful,
right?
Beautiful.
Over here, we'll go Gene Stealers into Poxwalkers. On a 3, that looks like a fail.
Yeah, those definitely look like a fail.
That looks like a fail. We'll try this unit into the Poxwalkers. Okay. So this Gene Stealer unit. That's a fail. Let's go Lictor into the Poxwalkers.
You better roll it.
Fails.
What do you get, 2?
A 3.
Oh, nice. I like it.
I rolled a 3, a 5, and a 3. That's okay.
So far, your first round has not been great.
That's all right.
It's too cold out here for Terminators,
I
man.
guess so. We're going to go Lictor into Rhino there. He's in on a 9.
9 on the dice, guys.
Yeah. I'll set
this way I don't make everybody dizzy running back and forth.
We're going to roll the Neuro Lictor, or I'm sorry, Swarm Lord into the Rhino.
Okay.
On a 5, I don't know that would make it, would it?
Looks close.
What do we think? No? I think he's shy. I will CP reroll that.
Figured that one was. I figured you were saving your CP for something.
Yeah, that's the one I really wanted to hit. So we'll go down to 2 CP and let's reroll that.
And it gets worse.
Huzzah!
I love it. I love it.
All right.
You're at 2, right?
Yeah, I'm down at 2. Neurolictor into the Rhino.
Yeah, good.
He's good on an 8.
He's in with an 8. All the ones you don't need to be big.
Yeah, right. Von Ryan Leapers are going to go at it as well. On a 3, but they make it.
They make it. All right. We'll move all this. That's all of them, right?
Yeah, that's
We'll move all this and be back.
All right.
All right, guys. We are back. Did you move everything?
Yes, we moved everything.
All right. We are back. We have. They piled. They came in. They touched. They didn't pile in yet.
Yep.
Same thing here, and same thing here. So if you're up, sir, I
Here we go.
Dinner up. So keep that in mind.
Yes, indeed. So we'll start over here because I don't care if you interrupt with a Rhino.
That's true.
Okay, so these guys are just going to pile in. So really, just he can go a little bit closer to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so over here, I would be -1 to hit you because of your contagion.
Right.
I'm going to pay 1 CP for surprise assault.
Okay.
Which puts me down to 1 CP, which gives me +1 to hit you.
Gotcha.
You're already battle shocked, so I don't need you to roll a battle shock test. So we're going to hit you on 2s. And because I have a Gene Stealer unit, I reroll results of 1 on my hit roll.
Okay.
And because you're on the objective, they reroll wound results of 1 as well.
Sounds good.
The Broodlord's twin linked, so he just gets to reroll wounds, period.
All right.
So we'll start with the monkeys. That's what I call the Gene Stealers. So we'll get 20 attacks there because there's 4 per model.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And hitting on 2s, re-rolling the 1s.
He also +1, not just the character. It's all the whole unit gets +1 because of the strat.
Yeah, the stratagem's giving them +1. Yeah. So these are all hits. I'll just scoop these. We're going to re-roll the 1s. And 20 hits.
All right.
Normally, I am strength 4. Because I'm within synapse range of the Broodlord, because he's a synapse creature, they're strength 5.
Okay.
So you are toughness
6.
6.
Yep.
So I would need 5s. Because you're battle shocked within 12 inches of the Neurolictor, I get +1 to wound.
Okay.
So I will be wounding you on 4s. 6s are devastating.
Okay.
Re-rolling 1s.
All right.
Okay. It's a whole lot of chaos there.
Looks like 3 devs.
Yeah, I'm going to pull out the fails first. So the 3s and the 2s are just dead dice. Go like that. Let's pull out the devs. Set those over here. These are successes. And we had 2 1s, so we can re-roll the 2 1s. Okay. Okay, we'll take that all day. So there's 4 devs. Those are all AP2.
AP2?
Yep.
All right, so this is going to be my 4 ups. So damage?
1 apiece.
All right, so it kills 1, kills 2, kills 3.
A 4th one down, and then 1
takes
carryover.
Yep, so we'll just put it on to move that.
Okay.
Onto my flail guy.
All right, and then the Broodlord gets to swing.
I'll just move all this one.
Okay. So the Broodlord gets 5 attacks. He'll hit you on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Okay.
And we'll re-roll the 1 fail. Okay.
Nice.
And he is strength 7. Are they the -1 to wound if I'm stronger?
I'm not being led.
Okay, they didn't have the character.
Yeah, I have
okay.
to be led.
So he's strength 7, so he would need a 3. That becomes a 2 because they're shocked by the... And he has devastating as well.
Yeah.
So there's 1 dev.
All right.
I'll just re-roll the fail. So 4 at AP2.
And he's 4 ups.
Yeah.
He did.
All right. Yeah. He's normally 2 damage apiece, but you...
No, I didn't do that. I can't.
Oh, okay. You didn't do the strat.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I didn't battle shock.
Cool.
They're battle shock, so I couldn't do that.
So I will. That's right. I will consolidate these guys onto the objective just to get a little more OC on here.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go over here next.
Yep.
Let's go with the normal Lictor. So he's got 6 attacks. He would normally hit you on 2s. He'll hit you on 3s because contagion.
Yep.
All right, that's how it goes. He is strength 8, so he would need a 5, but you're shocked within 12 of the Neurolictor, so he needs 4s. 1 at AP 2.
All right, so it's going to be 5 up. Good.
All right. Neurolictor will pretty much do the same thing. And hitting on 3s. Okay, and that was a miss. And he will need 4s as well. Okay, it's going to be one of those days.
All right.
Over here, we are pretty much going to do the same thing. We're going to start with the Von Ryan Leapers first. They get 6 attacks a model.
I am going to spend 2 for Disgusting and Resilient.
Okay.
So it's going to be able to. Now it's going to minus your damage by 1.
Okay.
So all your 2s are going to be 1s.
Okay, gotcha. So I get 18 attacks from the Von Ryan Leapers. And they normally hit on 3s, so they'll hit you on 4s here. Mm. They are sick with contagion.
Hey man, you terraform your way, I terraform my way.
Yes. And they are strength 6, so I need 5s to wound you. Yeah. No +1 because you're not battle shocked. Right. So 3.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, 3 at AP 1.
It looked better than it was.
Yeah.
AP 1, so 4s. Save them.
All right. Let's go. Neurolictor needs 3s to hit. I might not be able to scratch the paint. We're going to see. And he will need 5s to wound. 3 more at AP 2 this time.
AP 2? Yep. All right, so 5s?
Yep.
Takes them all.
All right, and those are 1 damage apiece.
All right, so he's down to 7.
Okay. And then the normal Lictor, hitting on 3s, making sure to miss twice. Well, that's statistically fine.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's actually not that bad. Wounding on 5s. There we go. That's what I like to see. Okay.
You got one more over there? You got one more thing over there?
Nope, because the Swarm Lord didn't make it.
Oh, okay.
Even with
so goes here.
Even with his reroll.
All right, so at the end of your turn.
Hit me back with your rhinos.
Oh, I got to hit you back, yeah. So
I thought you were saving 2 CP for the interrupt for the rhinos.
I need to make sure that thing stayed alive. I don't want to lose the unit inside. Hits on 3s.
Okay.
And wounds. That's right here.
Gotcha.
Which one matters?
Any AP. It's a 4 up.
No AP. We'll just pick it on the one who has to fight first.
Yeah, I figured. So he has 5 remaining.
Okay.
Oh, I just definitely.
And then on the other guy.
Okay.
He's missed. And then 5s. No, actually it says 3s. So
yeah, so 2.
2. No AP.
Pass them both.
All right.
All right.
So at the end of the turn, you scored.
I scored
my turn, mine or yours. Yeah, that happens at the end of your turn. So established locus.
Established for 4. I'm holding Bring It Down. Okay. I'm going to keep it.
All right.
Because
see what happens.
You have to do something.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. All right. We'll be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, we're back after my movement phase. So there's a lot of things happen, actually. It's kind of interesting. I got secure No Man's Land, and I got overwhelming force. I got secure there. I got secure here, and I got secure there, which I had, actually. I had that. So secure is pretty much laid down. Then we have overwhelming force, which is I kill an enemy on an objective. Yeah. Is that what that says, Jake? I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah.
So kill an enemy off an objective, so my target would be like this guy. Is it something that you control? Or just off an
enemy
objective?
Unit that's on an objective.
Okay, so
it doesn't matter who controls it. You just have to kill me off.
Didn't even try for any of this.
Yeah, and no one's actually on over that, here.
So I did heal 1. I kept this in combat because it got me pretty much surrounded, and there's some crazy stuff I could have done. And we will say either I did or didn't do it off camera, but I decided not to move. Actually, I did roll a desperate escape chest to get out of that, so I get my Plague Marines out. I passed it with a 6, but decided that it's just going to be better for me to stay there. Dropped these guys in 9 inches away from those guys. Kept everybody back here. He did hit me with Synapsis.
Shadow in the Warp.
Shadow in the Warp. So Potswalker failed. Doesn't matter. I still have this because of Contagion, because of Nurgle's Blessing, and he stayed the same.
Rhino failed as well.
Rhino failed, so had to fall back on that, and I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
So I did not explode there. These guys all piled out. I was just chancing everything with my Desperate Breakouts. These guys piled out. They are within, obviously, close to here, and within 6 of here. He did do a reactionary move.
Yeah.
With cost you 2 CP, which was called
Hypersensory Cilia. Say that 20 times fast, right?
Which was able to move his this. You could tell what.
So it lets you move 2 Vanguard Invader units 6 inches.
Yep.
So the Plague Marines moved, and these 2 units were both within 9. So they got 6-inch moves. The Neurolictor had been here. He ducked back behind this wall, trying to save his life. These guys tried to hide, but
all right,
they're a little chunky.
Yeah, and so I didn't move these guys up, and then drop my big 6-band Deathrail Terminators in there to claim that objective. So I already got secure no man's land. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start here, and we are going to free grenade strat. I think we're gonna free grenade strat these dudes here from here, and so that's gonna be 6 dice.
Yeah.
And I think it's 4s or 5s.
Yeah, 4 ups, mortal wound.
So here we go.
All right.
That was pretty solid.
Yeah, that'll
5 more wounds.
That'll hurt. So it kills 1 and brings 1 to 1 wound.
All right, so I'm just going to continue into this unit with with my flamer. So it's going to be D6 from the Foul Blight Bond.
Okay.
For 1, we will re-roll that.
Okay.
For 2.
All right.
How about that? So we have it's going to be 2 shots. Anti-infantry 2. Are they infantry?
They are infantry. Yep.
2 up. So hit both of them. -2, 2 damage.
-2, so 6s. Failing both. So we've got 1 guy on 1 wound left.
All right. So here's the other flamer in that unit. He hits with 2 shots as well.
There we go.
All right. So anti-infantry 2.
Oh. Pop fly.
Both of them.
All right.
This is -1. I think there's only 1 damage on this one.
Well, he dies.
All right.
He would have needed 5s.
All right. So this picked up that. Get that out of there.
They are gone.
All right. So that's it for the shooting for that unit. I guess I do have a gun from my. All right. So we're going to use the hyper grenades because it's 3 inches on the pistol and I'm not in range. So D6 shots.
Yep.
For 1. All right. Sounds good.
That's how it's going to be. And he has stealth, so -1 to hit him.
All right. So it's going to be 4s.
Yep.
Hits.
Okay.
And then
T6.
T6 down to 5.
Down to 5, yeah.
So 4s. And it's going to be -1, 2 damage.
He takes it.
All right.
Down to 3 wounds.
Look at the putrefier doing work in there.
All right.
All right. So now we're going to go with this Rhino. He's going to empty everything into that guy. Yeah,
well, the Rhino
fell back. Okay,
Rhino fell back. Yeah.
Never mind, I can't do that. So we're going to then
False
go.
alarm.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to go with Typhus's ability. Even though he tried to hide him, I'm going to go after this guy here.
Okay. Don't roll that 1 again.
Yeah, exactly. I get 1. No ones. All right.
4.
D6.
Yep.
4, 3.
All right. So he's got 4 wounds left. They start with 7.
So then we're going to go with the 2 Auto Reapers. I don't think the Auto Reapers can see it. These are these 2 guys.
And they have to be within 12 because it's blown up.
So we're going to go these 2 Auto Reapers into your Gene Stealers.
Okay. No stealth. So.
All right. So we have.
They're not that stealthy.
Well, this is not a Hulk.
Yeah.
So all right. So hitting on 3s. Okay. Unless you're making me minus for something.
Nope. It'd be nice, but no.
So we got one sustain.
Okay.
Strength 7.
So you'll need.
Now you're going to be down to whatever.
3s. Because they're normally 4. So 3.
They're normally 4.
Yep.
Down to 3 because it contains
it. So 2s.
2s.
Yep.
And they are not the closest, so these miss. So we got 5 at -1, 1 damage.
Okay.
No lethals, or there's no devs on that.
5.
You get cover.
Okay, so 5 ups. They have a 5 up invuln anyways. Okay. Pass 1 damage.
1
each?
damage each. Yep.
So they have 2 wounds apiece. So we're gonna pull these 2 guys.
All right, so now all the bolters. Let me see if I can get all bolters. I'm going to put this down for a minute. All right, so we got 12 shots going into these guys from the Terminators.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. Lethal, lethal. These miss. And then strength 4, toughness is your. I think you're out
we
of
said
6.
3. Oh, because they died out.
It's 6 inches.
Okay, and you haven't controlled this yet at your turn, right?
Right. The other thing is, well,
or did you?
You were in. No, you were in. I did not have my turn.
That's right, because they piled out this turn. Okay,
but you were in range when I started shooting this, so it is going to be 3s.
Right. Yeah.
So 3s.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, this is all the same activation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So looks like we have 7 at no
7.
AP.
Okay. So they will get cover, so they'll actually be on 3 ups then.
All right.
Okay. Or I'm sorry, 4 ups. They normally have a 5-up save with cover, 4 up. All right, here we go. And we fail 4.
Okay, just 1 damage each.
We pull 2 more monkeys.
All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, excuse me, we're going to go over here, and we're just going to put. What guy has fight first on your side?
These guys and this guy.
All right, let's go into this guy right here in front of me.
Okay.
And that's we're Havoc Launcher first. Well, that's a blast weapon. I can't shoot that in combat. So we're going to go with the Plague Bolter.
Okay. Which
is going to be 4 shots in rapid fire.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s because I'm in combat.
Yeah.
And then strength 4, toughness
6 goes down to 5.
Yeah, but it's still 5. Misses.
All right.
All right, and then we have the Plague Combi.
Oh, baby.
Nothing.
All right. Take that.
And then we'll go with these guys here. We'll put everything into this guy here.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the Flamers, which are going to be these 6 shots, and the guy with the chimes has 1 extra.
Okay.
So these 6 number of shots. I'm just going to get the dice ready and roll that off camera.
Okay.
All right. Out of all that, I only rolled 1 6. He passed it. Not exciting. That's what we did off camera. We're going to do the Terminator in him. We're going to do Curse of the Leper. We're going to hazard it, and we're going to do Pestilence Familiar, which
the big one.
The big one.
The big one. All right.
So here's what we're going to do first. 2d6 shots for 7. Not bad.
All right.
I guess I can't complain about 7.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s.
Okay.
That's also not bad.
No.
Strength 8, toughness
9. So
9.
Does he?
6 of the Rhino.
I think he probably is. Yes. So toughness 8. So 4s.
So 4s.
Yep.
Oh, that's solid.
That'll do.
So it's going to be -2.
Okay.
I'm going to double check this before we roll this. -2, 3 damage.
Okay.
-2, 3 damage.
4 ups. Here we go. Okay. So he took 9 damage.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good
that
for
would be
me.
average. So he has 1 wound left, by the way.
All right, that's good for me. And then I got my bolter.
Oh boy, don't do it.
First the hazardous.
Yes.
He's good.
Okay. Don't kill me with the
hitting on 3s.
Don't kill me with this
Dude,
bolter.
it might be a plague bolter. Let me just double check that.
If those are lethal, we got problems.
Plague bolter. Those are lethal.
Okay.
And then this is going to be
still a 6.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got
2 ups.
3 at no AP.
2 ups.
Kill a bad boy. There's a
Oh, he goes down.
You don't have any CP?
No. Does he explode? No.
Oh, all right.
That would have been nuts.
So, surprisingly, Death Guard shooting is doing pretty well this time.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to do charges.
All right.
So we will charge. Well, this kind of killed my charge there, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll charge these guys into those.
Okay. Should be a 9 on the dice.
Yeah. It is not.
All right. Could re-roll it.
We are re-rolling it.
All right. So we're both flat on CP now.
And it got worse.
Welcome to my world.
We're going to go here, obviously.
Yeah, they make it.
And they're in.
Huzzah.
So we're just going to... What did they get on that?
A 6.
A 6. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to move the... Oops, sorry, dude.
No, you're good.
I'm going to move all this, and I'll be back.
Okay. End of the road.
All right. So the Lictor does have fight first. So
yes.
It does counter my fight first. So go ahead, sir. Roll it.
All right. We get 6 attacks. We're going to hit you on 3s because you make me -1.
Yep.
All right. That's what we needed,
pretty
baby.
solid, pretty solid.
All right, I am strength 8.
Yep.
Toughness
5.
So
Yep.
I need 3s. Here we go. That's not
that was
what
not
we
good.
needed. So
not,
only one.
What's the AP?
AP2, I'm not going to precision it on the character.
Okay.
Just try and kill a Marine.
AP2
damage.
So 5 up.
Yep. All right, so he kills 1 Marine.
So I'm going to take my, just like I told Jake earlier, I'm going to take my gun off.
Yeah.
Then bubonics, then. So
needed some more wounds there.
All right, so here we go. We have, I'm going to start with the Great Plague weapons.
Okay. Which
will have 6.
Yep.
6 of them, so I get all of them in there.
Okay.
That's going to be 3 attacks each.
Gotcha.
And Jake's hoping that I whiff on this. Big time.
I don't think there's a chance that he lives, but we'll see.
Yeah, so this is going to be, because of Putrefier, lethal's on 5s and 6s. So we have, I mean, it wasn't great.
What's their AP again?
AP2.
Yeah, okay. So he's going to need 6s to save.
This.
So we got, looks
and
like
then,
7?
Yeah, and then we have
you
toughness 8, strength 8, toughness less.
Yeah. T5 with the reduction.
3s. So we have this. You can just roll that, or however
I'll
you
just
want.
roll the first 7.
All right.
He's dead.
All right. That's good there. And then
that's an overwhelming force for you. So that's 1.
And I'll just pile this back onto the objective here, so I can get as many guys on here as I possibly can. And then we're going to go back over here where you can see if you can crack open this rhino.
Both of them have fights first.
Yeah.
I guess I'll do the Von Ryan Leapers first.
Okay.
So we're going to get 18 total attacks from that unit. So there's 6.
I need them to whiff.
9, 12, 15, 18. We're going to hit you on 4s because I'm -1 to hit.
Yep. Jake, they did not come to play today, brother.
You know, sometimes it be that way.
You left them out in orange, dude.
Let's wait till my Gene Stealers get in. We'll see how they do. We need 5s here because I'm strength 6 with my synapse. Yep. So those are 3 at AP1.
3 AP1. Yep. So we're gonna need 4s.
Okay.
And
1 damage apiece.
He's down to
6. Neurolictor is gonna go next. He'll get 6 attacks. Maybe he'll perfect this and kill him. Hitting on 3s. He hit them all.
That's good. That's good.
He needs 5s to wound. 3 AP2.
All right, so 5s.
Yep. 1 damage.
1 damage.
So he's down to 7.
He's down to 5.
5.
I took 6 already.
That's right. And then the normal lictor hits on 3s. Come on, buddy. And he'll need 5s. Come on, give me the hot roll. Okay, 2. AP2.
AP2. So,
and those are 2 damage each.
All right, so he's down to 1.
1 wound remaining.
one wound remaining. I know somewhere in there, guys, I could have interrupted, or not interrupted, but fought, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
We'll go into the guy that's behind him.
Yep.
Or the guy behind him.
Okay.
So 3 hit. And then I believe I need 3s again. So just 2. No AP. Oh, look at this. The Rhino just backed right into this Tyranid.
Oh, boy. He's like, get off my foot, bro.
All right, so at the end of my turn.
Yes.
I did score overwhelming force for 1.
Okay.
So that's 3, because that was the only thing I killed on the objective.
Yep.
And then I did get secure no man's land for 5. You are holding your own objective, and you are holding this one.
Yep.
And
I have a chance to battle shock you here.
Yeah.
So
it'd be exactly in your command phase. So we will do that off camera.
Okay.
Actually, do it now because that's going to affect the score when I put it up.
Okay. So he is going to have this unit of Plague Marines take a battle shock test.
Minus anything?
No minus. Just straight up.
They're good.
They're good.
All right. So the score won't change.
This one is going to have him take. Well, he's going to have the. Is he? Yeah, he's within 12 of this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Battle shock test on the Terminators.
They fail.
Oh, that's kind of big. Huh? And then my third Neurolictor is not within range of anyone, so he can't.
All right. So this does not affect the score.
Correct.
We'll be back after Jake's Moonface.
After.
All right, guys, we're back after Jake's movement phase. All right, what did you do? Command phase stuff.
Yes, so command phase, we successfully actually got a battle shock on these Blightlord Terminators?
Death
Shroud Terminators. So that's a big pickup because they are still within 12 of my Neurolictor. So I'll get +1 to wound them, and they'll be -1 to hit me back.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big.
Yep.
We kind of pulled everyone off the Rhino here because I can fall back and charge.
Yeah, what card did you draw? Let's first that.
Definitely. So I kept Bring It Down, and I drew Cull the Horde.
Right. Which is now why he fell back off of that.
Yes. So I fell back off here because I'm still eligible to charge thanks to my detachment. And we actually have 2 units of Cull the Horde scoreable points. Yep. So I'm going to try and risk it all for the big tenor here and get both of those units. Swarmlord.
This Pockwalker unit failed
Battle Shock as well. Yeah. Swarmlord here moved up to not be able to fail the charge this time.
Yep.
Because he was miserable last turn. Gene Stealers are hiding just shy of the portal border here, so they're not visible yet, but they are ready to pounce through and charge. Gene Stealers over here moved up. They may go help out on this Terminator unit. We'll kind of have to wait and see. Screamer Killers both moved up to get shots into whatever's going on here. Neurolictors moved in. Broodlord and his final Gene Stealer fell to the overwatch of these Plague Marines, who I am now desperately trying to run away from as they fight first and will maul me. So we're trying to regroup with the rest of our army over here.
And then this, and that guy's this.
Biovore stood still because he's a good boy.
All right.
We do have a pocket of Raveners in reserve here, but they're kind of hanging out in reserves till I know if I need them.
All right. Shooting.
All right.
Shooting.
Let's get to shooting here. Let's start with the easy stuff. Swarmlord has an 18-inch torrent weapon. He's going to put it into the Death Shroud Terminators there.
Okay.
He gets D6 +3 hits. So I rolled a 1, so we'll get 4.
Flamers have been on point today.
They've been popping off. He is Strength 5.
Okay, toughness 6.
Toughness 6, so I need 5s. They're battle shocked within 12 of the Neurolictor, so I need 4s.
All right.
Okay. 3 at AP1.
3 AP1.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be 3 ups. That takes them all.
2 damage a pop.
All right, it's good. It was a pretty good roll.
Yeah, I'll take that all
2
day.
2 damage a pop, so it's going to kill 1. And then 1's going to be on a wound.
All right.
2 wounds, actually.
2 wounds. Okay. Oh, they're 4 apiece.
They're 3 apiece, but you got... Oh, no, you did 3 of those.
I did 3.
Yeah, so it's going to be...
the first 2 kill 1. So then the next guy is down to 1 wound.
Yeah, the first guy kills 1, and then the next guy's down to
1. Oh, you pulled an extra guy off. Only 1 died.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then we're down to 1. Yeah,
yes.
There we go.
Cool. Screamer Killer here is going to shoot at these Poxwalkers.
Okay.
And how many of them are left?
17, I think. Or 15.
15. So it'll be D6 +3 +3 for blast. So D6 +6. So 3 and 6 is 9. 3, 6, 9. Hitting you on 4s.
That's with the minus.
He's not in contagion.
We're in 6 inches.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. I'm asking you. I don't know.
Yeah, he would be. Okay, so 5.
Is he in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot it went up to
no, you're good.
6. So 2 hits. And strength.
Wait, we're in round 2.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, it's round 2 is. Oh yeah, 6 inches. Yes,
okay. Yes. So 2 hits.
My mind just went blank, dude.
Strength 8. He needs 2s. 2 wounds at AP1.
This is into the Poxwalkers.
Yeah, AP2. I'm sorry.
AP2. What's the damage?
1 damage each.
All right, 5 ups. Take them.
Killed 2 of them.
2 of them die.
Okay.
So we'll just take.
We'll take that. We are going to go Screamer Killer. So there's like 13 of them left.
Yeah. You killed 5 last time. You killed 2 this time.
Yeah. Screamer Killer into the Poxwalkers.
All right.
So D6 +5 this time because I've killed you down on the blast number. So 3 and 5 is 8.
Pretty solid on those 3s. Man.
I'm rolling the 3s. Let's see if we can roll 5s to hit you. Oh, one popped right over. There we go.
Pretty solid. So
yeah, that's a much better roll this time. And then we need 2s to wound on these. So 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
Yep. And they're AP 2, so
I just need damage.
1 each. Yeah.
Finally saved one. So let's lose 4 more.
So 4 more. And then they take 2 battle shock tests, 1 from each screamer.
All right. First one.
Yep.
They are good.
Pass,
Actually.
and
they would fail.
All right. So they're shocked. Yay. Okay. Other shooting. Well, shot. Biovore. Biovore is going to shoot. So the Tallyman, is he leading that unit?
No, he's just on him by himself.
Oh. Okay.
The Tyranid is by himself. Just trying to farm me CP.
Yeah. Huh. Biovore is going to shoot into that unit of Poxwalkers that is outside your zone. Okay.
Sound good?
So D3 plus blast.
Okay.
So it'll be D3 plus 4 because I haven't hurt them yet. So 5 total attacks. And we're going to hit you on 4s.
Yep.
Okay. And strength 6.
So 3s.
So I would need 3s. You're battle shocked, so I'll need 2s.
Okay.
And these do have dev wounds as well. So 3 at AP 1, but you get cover.
I just need it's they got a 7 up save. They get a 7 armor save. So I just need pain.
Oh, okay. So then 2 damage each.
2 damage each.
3 of them at 2.
3 of them at 2. All right. So I'm gonna just roll 6. I'll just roll this twice actually.
Okay.
So that's and then so one lives.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. They're doing what they can do. Let's go to the charge phase.
Alrighty.
I think we can say Swarmlord is in.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you need the
I don't need the movement. He's okay to just go where he is. Yep. Let's go Neurolictor into the Poxwalkers.
All right, you can roll there, dude.
Okay. On a 11, he's going in.
Okay.
Lictor, I would say, makes it in.
Okay, do you need the movement?
No.
Okay.
And then Von Ryan Leapers, I will roll them out because I want to see how close I can get to the Tallyman. I'm not multi-charging. Right. I just want to put some heat on them.
Yeah, I get you. I'm with you.
I'll re-roll that one. A 6.
All right.
We'll move this token over here so they can pretty much go to right there. Make sure we all fight.
Yep.
Potential to pile in on them.
All right, and then what we got going on over here?
This guy makes it to here.
Okay. That was behind the scene footage right there.
Yeah, you guys got to see it all. Broodlord's going at the Rhino.
All right. I'm easy in there, unless you're looking for movement.
I don't care about the movement, actually. I'm just going to nudge him in there. I am going to turn him around so that he looks like he's not trying to tail you. Yeah. Neurolictor is going to charge the Rhino.
Okay.
Bump. Screamer Killer is going to charge the Rhino.
Okay.
Let's roll that out. Nope.
Ooh. These guys are you need it?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that one for 1 CP. Because I definitely don't like that. Okay, on a 5, he should be able to. Yeah, it looks like he's in. Yeah, but he'll get within an inch. So.
Yeah, oh, he's in. Yeah, he's for sure.
Okay, there we go. I was kind of hoping he'd get enough to pile into the Terminators if I clear that, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so that's okay. Other charges. This Lictor is going to charge those Terminators. On a 3, holy charges, we are
smoking them.
We are going nuts here. These Gene Stealers are going to charge those Terminators.
Okay.
And they are actually going to multi-charge these guys, the Poxwalkers and the Terminators.
Okay.
On a 7, we're good because we'll go him here, And then we'll kind of build the line.
Yep.
Huzzah!
There we go.
This guy... Well, yeah, we'll put him over here too, just to make sure. Because I can always pile in if I need to.
Yep.
This unit is going to cowabunga straight into those poxwalkers as well. Big 8.
All right, is that the last charge?
Yeah.
All right, we'll move and be back. All right, we are back after the consolidation here, and you saw us kind of pile everything else in. So I have no CP, so it's turning to get the free for all right now.
Fight a Rooney. Let's go Neurolictor into the poxwalkers.
All right.
So we are going to hit you on 3s because of contagion.
Yep. You're now in my ever-present fog.
Yeah. And they are shocked. And I might have... Okay, we're still good. Whew. I almost moved him away from the Terminators. So 5 hits. I will wound you on 2s because I would need 3s.
Okay. Yep.
They're shocked. So that is 4. Those are single damage.
Single damage?
Yep.
5 ups. 4
Kill
die.
4. Normal Lictor. His turn over there into that same unit. He will hit on 3s. 5 hits. And he will wound you on 2s. 4. And those are 2 damage each.
All right, so I'll just roll this twice.
Yep.
Saved 1.
Or did you?
No. I did not. So it takes 4. All right.
All right. The Von Ryan Leapers will get 18 total attacks.
All right.
How many of them are left over there?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
10. Okay. Can I get 10 kills?
Can you do it?
On 18 dice.
I'm hoping not.
Let's see here. That's...
Are they 1 damage
3.
each?
Yeah.
You have 18
6,
dice.
9, 12.
I figure you kill
15, 18.
7.
Yeah, I don't think
That's my guess.
I don't think they'll do it hitting on 4s.
We'll see. 7. That's my guess. What's your number, Jake? Jake's like, I'm 10. What do you mean?
So I'm going to use 1 CP for surprise assault. You're already battle shocked, but it'll give me +1 to hit.
All
so
right.
I'll hit you on 3s instead of 4s.
Come back down to your
my base, yeah. And that did not do me any favors.
Wow, that was not a good roll.
No. I guess it saved me 4 misses, but I don't have enough left in the pot to kill them, so that doesn't really matter. 2s to wound. And these are 1 damage each.
1 damage each?
Yes, sir.
So 5s.
Yep.
That's pretty solid. So you're killing 3.
Yeah. So I got 3 more. All right. Well, they went for it, but I'm only going to get...
We'll do that. So I keep you in combat back here.
Yeah.
Off me. All right, next one.
Let's go Swarm Lord into the Rhino.
All right.
Let's finally score. Bring it down here. So 8 attacks. I normally hit on 2s. I'll be hitting you on 3s.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yep. He is strength 10.
Toughness 9.
Yeah, strength 10, toughness 9. So he will need 3s because you're not battle shocked. And so there's 4 of them at AP 2.
4 AP 2s. So I need 5s.
Yep.
No, I need 5s.
Yeah.
The not get 5.
I saw that first 5 and I was like, dude.
Does it blow up? It does not.
Awesome.
And I'll take those guys out in a second.
Okay, so that gets me, bring it down for 2 at least. And potentially, we'll kill this Rhino too, hopefully. Let's go Lictor into the Terminators there.
Okay.
So he gets 6 attacks.
He will be -1 to wound.
-1 to wound.
Unless your weapon's not 6.
It's strength 8.
All right,
so I'll be -1, but then +1 from the Neurolictor.
Gotcha. So it evens out.
He'll still be on 3. Okay. Hitting on 3s. Because -1.
Yep.
Attaboy. Last time I did this, I rolled a single wound. So.
Solid.
So I will need 3s to wound because -1
+1.
Yep. And he
3
gets 3. Those are AP 2.
AP 2, so it's gonna be 4 ups.
2 damage.
Kills the
So
one guy.
it kills the wounded guy. Okay. So we definitely are going to activate this unit of Gene Stealers next. Broodlord and the 2 monkeys here are going to fight into them.
Yep.
And these 3 guys are going to fight into the Poxwalker unit. So let's go into the Terminators first, because you're already over there.
Sure.
Broodlord hits on 3s. He'll reroll 1s because he has Gene Stealers.
Normally 2s, up to 3s.
Yeah. Okay, let's reroll those ones. Yeah, we'll take that all day. So he's also going to be +1/-1 to wound.
Yep.
So staying on 3s. He's twin linked and has devastating.
Okay.
So let's keep the 1. Yeah. Oh, that had been a wound.
That was 4.
Yeah. So 2 at AP2.
2 4-ups. Saved them.
All right. 2 monkeys, so they get 4 attacks each. So they'll hit on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Because they normally hit on 2s as well.
Yeah.
Does let anybody know.
Yeah. Gene Stealers are wonderful. They are going to be strength 5.
So no minus, but you did get the +1.
Their toughness 6.
6, yeah.
So still need 4s.
Yeah.
Okay. 6s are dev. So just one dev.
All right, so one guy down to 2.
Ooh. They didn't do too hot there. We'll go with the 3 other Gene Stealers going into the Poxwalkers.
Yep.
And we will hit on 3s, re-rolling the 1s still. Okay, that was pretty good. Not bad. That's how it goes.
I mean, dude, you hit 99% right there, dude.
Yeah, you can't complain. Strength 5 going into T4.
Yes.
So I would need 3s. You're shocked within 12 of a Neurolictor, so I need 2s here.
All right.
And you're on an objective, so I reroll 1s. So I reroll the 1/1.
Yeah. Because I'm a zombie, you automatically get devs on everything. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. So that
3 devs? 4 devs?
4 devs, but you don't have armor anyways.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
So this many at 1 damage each.
All right. So 5 ups.
Okay.
So saves 1, 2, 3.
So we did.
Takes 6, 7, 8.
Does that kill the unit?
I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 1 more.
Who are you leaving alive there?
I'm leaving this guy.
Okay. Dang it.
Because you already started.
That means my boys are stuck where they are.
Exactly.
All right. I'll pull this. And let's see here.
I do know how to play the game, Jake.
Yes, you do. Okay, so...
I know you still have your Broodlord, don't you?
Yeah, well, this whole unit hasn't fought yet. I was hoping to wipe them so they could pile in and get you.
I got you.
But they're just gonna have to. They're just gonna have to roll it out on that one little buddy there.
He dies.
Okay. Fast rolling, fast
exactly.
maths.
That was so fast. You didn't even see it.
That does get me cold the horde.
So are you piling into my Death Shroud Terminator?
No, because I don't want you to fight me.
Okay.
Thank you, though. Thank you for the offer, but I will decline at this time.
Yeah.
We will go over here. We'll start with the Screamer because he can pile in to there because he didn't
have enough.
Didn't quite base, but
right.
All right, so he gets 10 attacks.
See if we can just take this Rhino out for bring it down again.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that. Bring it down. He will hit on 4s because he's normally 3s -1 4s. Yep. That looks about average. Yeah, slightly better. Okay. He is strength 11, so I should need 3s.
Yeah.
Goes to 2s because you're battle shocked.
Battle shock's annoying.
Yeah.
4.
4 at AP2.
AP2, so I need 5s. So it saves 1.
3 damage a pop.
All right. He's down to 1.
All right. We'll go with the Broodlord next. He's the most likely to kill it.
Okay.
So I get 5 attacks. I'll hit you on 3s, and I don't get rerolls because his Gene Stealers are dead.
Okay.
Luckily, he showed up for work today.
He did.
He will need 4s to wound you. Okay. I would normally need 5s +1, so 4s. And twin linked. That's a dev wound at 2 damage, so he's dead. Anyways.
He's dead, yeah.
Cool.
Does he blow up?
That would be nuts.
So it does not blow up.
So that does get me bring it down.
So you got to bring it down for 2.
Yeah, so 2 each.
You don't have any other
4 points.
You don't have any other fighting, so
nope.
Call the Horde you got for 1.
Yep, so 5 points off Cole.
And then 4 points on bring it down.
Yep.
You were holding
So I'm out of
You were
cards
holding 1, 2 when you started the round, that plus this for 8.
Yep.
And then, so I'm holding, I think you have this from me.
Well, you got to pile out your boys here.
Yes. So I'll definitely I'll take that from you for
Okay.
sure. But you have this one. I have this one. So I'm going to get 5, 10, 13.
Yeah.
And we'll be back after our movement phase. All right, guys. So I got Extend Battle Lines and Defense Stronghold. I actually spent a CP. I did not get one from the Tallyman. I put back, I can't remember, but behind enemy lines.
Behind, yeah.
So I got Defense Stronghold. I don't know if I'm going to keep I don't know if I'm going to keep this, so we'll have to see what happens. And yeah, just moved them guys over there to try to do some work on this guy. Kept them in combat. Basically moved everything in here because this is where all the action is. And then moved these guys over as well. So we are going to start. Let's just start over there on my flamers.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so we have D6 flamer from the Tallyman. I'm sorry, from the Foul Blade Spawn for 6. That's good, except that he's not infantry, so it's going to be strength 8 to
T10.
T10.
Down
so
to T9. So
5s.
5s.
That was not just one at -2.
-2?
Yeah.
4 up. He
Takes 2.
Takes 2. He's down to 8 wounds remaining.
And then we have the pistol from the Tallyman, which is misses.
Okay.
And then that's it over there for that shooting because you killed the gun.
Yeah.
Wait, did you kill the gun in my turn or your turn?
I overwatched when they moved.
you Overwatch. Yeah, that's right. We did lose a guy in Overwatch.
Yeah.
So the plague surgeon cannot bring him back. We're gonna go to shooting here. We just got one shot from 1d6, actually 2 because he's my champion.
Oh.
It is a pistol. That was a 1. So we're gonna have 4 shots.
Okay.
Anti-infantry 4. So we have looks like 3.
Going into the Gene Stealers.
No AP.
5 up. Saved 1.
All right, 1 damage each.
So you kill 1 monkey.
Then we're gonna go with these guys here. Everything into this unit right here in front of me.
That seems about right.
Yeah. Let's see if we can do something here.
That seems about the way I expect.
Number of shots. I'll do this all off camera for a minute.
And you need 2s, right?
No, these are anti-infantry 4s.
Anti-4. Okay.
So I'm just gonna pop out the
Fails.
It's strength 3. Toughness is 3, but so I still need 4s.
Yeah.
So we'll just take this out and
we'll see if we can weather the Terminator Blitz here. That's like 15 Terminators and then some characters?
Yeah, there's no AP on that, so you can just roll those if you want.
So 5 ups.
I think you'll be able to weather them.
Let's pull out the good ones.
Only 1 damage each.
1 damage each, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one is on 1 wound. So you almost killed the whole unit.
All right, and then here's my Curse of the Leper. We will do.
There we go.
We'll do first. We'll do his bolt gun.
Okay. Is he going into those
same unit?
Okay.
Same unit.
Gotcha.
So these are both lethal.
Okay.
And then strength 4, toughness is 3.
Yep. So 3s.
So that's 4.
Okay. I'll roll them one at a time.
Yeah, because you have to. Yeah.
5 up. He's dead. So then 3 on the Broodlord. 4 up Invuln.
Yep.
Broodlord takes 1 damage.
Did you know what's lame about that is because I wouldn't be hitting the Broodlord on force.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then here's this Curse of the Leper. I will do this hazardous.
All right.
I can't do Pestilence Familiar. I can only do 2d6.
Okay.
So it's
10.
That's 10 shots.
All right.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
That is not lethal, or there's no lethals on that, which is lame.
Okay.
Strength is 5. Toughness is
down to 4.
Down to 4. So 3s. Misses these, and there's going to be 5 at -2, 1 damage.
5 at -2, 4 up Invuln.
Ooh, close.
So
you got
1 damage each?
Yeah, 1 damage each, yeah.
So he's down to
3. And my hazardous test.
Oh.
I thought I saw 1 in there, dude. All right, so we're gonna put all the bolters into. When do I want to do this?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good question. Let me think about this for a second. All right, so we're going to have the bolters go here. The Reapers go to this guy right there. Just because he was damaged already. So Reapers first. So we have 2 Reapers. Auto Reapers. I know it's silly. I probably should put the Auto Reapers in that big guy, but I'm hoping I can just... Hitting on 3s. These miss.
Stealth.
These miss.
So 4s.
4s?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
It's
No
the
3s
same exact
anyways.
thing. And then it's straight 7.
So T5 down to T4.
Okay.
3s.
This is going into this guy.
Yeah. T5.
Okay.
So down to 4. So
right.
Still 3s.
1 dev, 1 hit, -1.
4 up invuln. He's good. And then devastating.
1 dev.
Just 1 damage?
Just 1 damage. I think it's 1 damage. I'll look after we do this. And then all the bolters, which we're going to have 1, 2, 3 bolters.
All right.
Hitting on 3s.
Going into
the guy that is this guy. This guy.
Okay, yep. No stealth on him.
No,
so.
yeah. That was pretty good lethals right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of lethal.
And then I pulled a 4 out instead of 2.
Okay.
So
T5 down to 4.
So 4s. So
2 more.
There's a pretty solid 7 6s on that roll.
Yeah.
No AP.
4 ups. I failed 3. He's dead.
All right. So Typhus is going to put...
Oh.
I'm going to put my his ability into this guy right there.
Okay.
Number of shots. Anything but a 1. Not number of shots. I mean, anything but a 1. All right.
A 1 would be nice.
D6. 6.
That was the wounded guy?
Yeah, that was the wounded guy. Charges.
We are quickly clearing that room out.
All right, charges right here. So they're going to be in.
Yep.
Charges. I think I'm going to charge these guys. Let's do this first. Let's go here into those guys, into that big guy.
All right, just into the screamer.
Just into the screamer.
Okay.
They're in with a 9.
All right.
Let's go. These guys into. He's fight first.
Nope.
Fight first.
None of them are fight first.
Okay. Interesting. Let's go with. I'm gonna have to move this first because I'm gonna do a lot of charges, so I might have to move this first.
Yep.
All right. So here we did. We got piled in all there. Kept that obvious in combat. All kinds of craziness happened right here. So got my Death Shroud, got around, brought in the Blight Lords, failed the 2-inch charge here because I tried to tag that guy as well. Now I rolled a 2 and I have no more CP. So now we're on to the fight phase. So first, before we do anything, I got to roll the Terminator or Sorcerer. Yeah, anything but a 1.
Yep.
And he's good. So you would now be against this unit.
Mm-hmm.
You would now be -1 wound.
I'm
sorry, -1 to damage.
I have 2 Broodlords.
Yep.
They're going to be -1 to hit him.
Okay.
Because the Broodlord, Typhus, and friends will be -1 to hit him because of the Broodlord.
So now we go to fights, and you have some fight first stuff.
Let's go Lictor into the Poxwalkers. Yep. Normal Lictor.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s because of contagion. Okay.
Solid.
And he'll wound on 3s because they are not... Oh, did they fail their battle shock? No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, so wounding on 3s. So 2 at
AP?
2 damage apiece.
2 damage each?
Yeah. Okay. Only kills 1. All right.
So we're going to keep this one away from him.
Okay.
Which one was it? That was...
The middle guy.
All right, we'll keep this one away. All right, we'll start here because fight first there as well.
Yep.
So here's my Great Plague weapons. Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Lethals. These all miss.
Okay.
And then it'd be great if I had a Putrefier over there.
Right.
Strength 8, toughness down to 8.
Toughness 10. So
10
down to 9.
Yeah. So 5s. It was still a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be, looks like 6 of them at -2 damage.
6 of them. 4 up invuln. Here we go.
What's his normal save?
2.
2? Okay, let me look check. Yeah, AP 2 damage. Yep.
Yep. So he takes 8 damage and he is dead.
All right. Well, that was.
Let's see if he explodes.
Does he explode?
Yes.
Nice. What's the damage?
D3.
All right.
Let's roll that.
Roll it up.
2. Takes 1 with him.
All right. So we'll pull another bubonic.
All right. Let's see if we can. There we go.
Right. And then I'll pile in after this.
Yep.
So then we'll do my Blight Lord. We'll use this unit here of Dust Shroud Terminators.
Yep.
So we have 2, 4, 6. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 of them there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hitting on 2s, but you make me minus, right?
Going into him?
Yeah.
No minus on against him. Only minus into the Broodlord.
Only minus into the Broodlord?
Yeah, so no minus on him.
Do you mind grabbing it for me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
There. Oh.
All right.
There we go. All right.
Hitting on 2s.
Woof.
Ooh,
okay.
A lot of ones, man. A lot of ones.
I don't know.
I did not get to re-roll those. There's no
lethals.
No lethals.
I don't know. He might live.
He'll probably live. He'll probably maybe live to this.
He might.
All right. So then we have.
He is T9 down to T8.
All right. So we need 4s.
All right. Here we go.
And not a lot. Pretty lame roll right there.
That's 3.
So then we got that many at -2 damage.
2, 4, 6, 8. 2 up save goes to 4 up save.
All right.
That is not a good roll.
That was not a good roll.
He is dead.
All right.
Right? 2 damage each?
2 damage each, yep.
So he's dead. Does he explode? Man, I thought he would live. No, he does not explode.
All right, so then we're going to do... So that works out there.
We'll just nudge him a little bit. There we go.
It does give me the ability to consolidate into that guy, though. So we're going to then pile into here, try to make sure we get that guy off.
Okay.
Move him over. Move him. Can I get one more in there? No. All right, so we got 2 flails, typhus.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to go with typhus first.
They are minus 1.
They are minus 1 hit. Okay, so typhus has 5.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Because he was on 2s. So these miss.
Okay.
And then it's going to be strength 8, toughness
5 down to 4.
So 2s. So
okay, 2.
So 2 at -2, 3 damage.
4 up invuln. I need 1. Buddy.
All right.
Away with you.
So we're just gonna pile as many guys as we can.
Yeah.
I'll do all this after. You get
so all my guys fight back.
Yep, you get to fight here or here.
So technically Von Ryan Leapers have fights first. So they'll go first, and then because they would have gone in the middle of all that, and then I'll go here. Yeah,
they would have gone after I fought.
Yeah, with one of those units. So Von Ryan's into the Poxwalkers. 3, 6.
Dude, if you're a Tyranids player and you're like, Von Ryan have to fight, Von Ryan, that we get it, dude. 15, we went out of order. We understand.
Hitting on 4s. Come on, guys.
Jake literally just tried to throw the dice through my board.
I cannot roll a 4. We need.
He says with all those
out of 18.
Dude, that's still a lot, man.
We're struggling. We need 3s.
Yeah, it is solid.
1 damage each.
5s. All right, so
we got 4. So here's where it gets crucial.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull these 4.
Yep. So then the Neurolictor does not get to fight.
Right. But you can't pull this way.
Right. And so then we'll go here.
Yep.
And we will, of course, just pile everyone in.
Making sure everybody gets in.
Yeah. That Broodlord base is big and juicy, so it makes it easy.
This is how you get it in. And this is how
it goes.
This is pro moves right there.
Yes, sir. We need the monkeys are going to go first. So I got 4 of them left. So we get 16 attacks. 4, 8, 12, 16. We would normally hit on 2s. We'll be hitting you on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
We reroll 1s because Gene Stealers.
Yep. That was pretty good.
That's what we wanted. Here's the 2 1s. Highly.
Dude, that would have been. That's a lot of 5s and 6s, bro.
Let's see if I can get. Let's see if I can get those dev wounds now.
Make this all come back.
All right.
1s and 2s, bro. 1 and
so strength 5, T6.
Yeah.
So I need 5s.
Yeah.
Okay. 6s are dev.
Okay. So 1 dev. That really made up for it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put the dev up there.
Yep, the 1 dev and then 2 at AP2.
Did you get any rerolls or anything?
Nope, not with those guys because you're not on an objective.
2 at AP2,
Yep.
so 4 ups. So 1 takes
1 damage each.
1 damage each.
So it does kill the wounded guy.
Does kill my champion.
Which means the Broodlord is free to swing all 5 into whoever's left there.
The Lord Contagion.
Let's see if we can get him. So 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Yep.
Okay, we drop 1. We re-roll this one. Yep. Strength 7. So I would need
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough with 6.
But I'm it's all the same activation. So
force
+1. Yeah, so force.
So guys, what we're talking about is I lost the unit, but he's still during this activation was fighting into him, so he's still -1 to wounds because of the persisting effects.
Yes. So we need 4s, twin linked, so I can re-roll them.
Yep.
Dev wounds on 6s. We'll re-roll the 1 fail. So 2 at AP2 there.
2 AP2, so 4 ups. Save 1.
2 damage.
He's down to 1. He's down to 4.
Okay.
They got 6 each.
So he still gets to swing.
Yeah, so he's gonna swing back. He's got
And the Poxwalkers will get to swing.
5 attacks.
All right.
Hitting on 2s.
-1, so
right?
3s.
So 3s.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll take that.
And then so it's going to be strength 8, toughness less.
You'll need 2s.
So got 2 at -2, 3 damage.
5 up invul. Pass 1, fail 1, so it kills a monkey.
So 1 gets chopped in half.
Oh.
And then we will, that's the end of my story.
Not my monkey.
That's it, right? So it's defense stronghold. It looks like I still have to hold on to.
Yep.
Extend battle lines I got for 5.
Okay.
And then you're still holding that one.
Yep.
Still holding this one. So you got 8 points for that.
Yep.
I will consolidate those guys back on.
Yeah.
And that's it for everything else. And we'll be back after Jake's movement phase.
All right.
All right, guys. We are back after Jake's movement phase. All right, first command phase stuff. Let's go there.
Command phase.
Cards first.
Yep. So we pulled sabotage and containment.
Okay.
Action central over here. In the movement phase, or in the command phase, this Neurolictor was able to successfully battle shock this unit of Terminators here.
Yep.
And then we failed to battle shock over there, but that's okay.
Right. While we're over here, we might as well go what's going on over here.
Yeah, let's go into the movement phase over here. So first, we moved the Neurolictor over here so he can do sabotage in deployment zone for a big chunk of points. This Lictor has not moved. He'll likely end up doing containment. We fell back with our Von Ryan Leapers from where they were just to get closer over here so they could really stack OC on the objective. They can still charge because of the detachment rule.
Right.
We fell back with our Gene Stealers here. They can still charge as well. The question is, do I want to use them to support charging the Tallyman, or do I want to charge them back into the Terminator here and finish him off? We moved.
These guys come down?
Yeah, those guys arrived from reinforcements. They can do containment for me. These Von Ryan Leapers moved to just kind of be annoying over here. The Screamer Killer came out of the middle. He's going to kind of try and help over here, see if we can't force something weird to happen.
Right.
Neurolictor in the middle here fell back and caught 5 wounds on an Overwatch from bolters and chain cannons, which is...
Yeah, it was solid.
It was
solid on my part.
It was exciting. I legitimately thought he was going to die to Overwatch from bolters. So that gave my heart rate a little boost.
All right, and we are in shooting phase.
We are into the shooting phase. So let's start with the fun stuff. So let's declare actions.
All right, now your contagion is 9 inches away from me.
Right. So we are sabotaging with the Neurolictor here.
Yep.
I'll put it like that for us. We are going to conveniently, have this lictor contain this edge. The Raveners contain the home edge there for 6.
All right.
Obviously 3 each.
Yep.
Shooting the Screamer Killer is going to shoot this unit here.
Okay.
He gets D6 plus 3 plus blast.
Okay.
There should still be 10 of them.
Yeah, there's 10.
So D6 plus 5 attacks. So 8 total attacks. 3 plus 5. Basic arithmetic. I swear I know how to do it. And he's going to be within your contagion now, so he will need 5s to hit you.
Okay.
And he delivers with 2 hits.
Is he is he within 9?
Well, you own that objective, so that should put him within 9 of the objective, right?
No. It goes from.
He's within 9 of this guy.
Okay.
So, yeah. The short answer, yes.
Yes, okay.
Strength 8, so I will need 3s to wound.
Okay.
1 wound, AP 2.
1 wound, AP 2, so
Cover, obviously.
So force. Oh,
yep. All right.
Nice.
Crucially, battle shock test at -1 on them. That's what we needed to see.
All right.
All right. So we do have well, it won't stay battle shocked into your turn, so I guess that doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
Shooting from the Biovore. Biovore shooting at the Tallyman, trying to snipe him from downtown.
All right.
1 attack. He'll hit on a 4. And he will wound on it's strength 6, your T5.
T5. Yep.
So I'll need a 3. 6 is our dev.
Okay.
1 AP 1, but you get cover.
Yeah. Good.
All right. Whole lot of nothing. Okay. So that puts me into the charge phase.
Alrighty.
We're going to multi-charge the Von Ryan Leapers into the Tallyman and the Plague guys. Poxwalkers. Got a big 5. Right. So we'll put 2 on the point there. Yep. And then this one will, kind of sit there. Right. Let's go Screamer Killer at the
Let's do it.
Plague Marines.
All right.
Because this is kind of...
8? I think this should do it, right? I think
he was definitely within 9.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Oh, yeah. An 8. He's in.
For sure.
All right. I'll just zoom him over. Bonk. He ends up within an inch.
Yep.
So in that case...
Decision.
Do I want to pile all my guys in?
We'll be back after we'll be back. All right, guys, we are back after everything moved in. So we ended up charging here, piling in there. Ended up charging these lictors, right?
Von Ryan Leapers.
Ended up charging them. I did already consolidate it, so that's why it's spread out like this. Ended up getting this charge off. You saw that on camera, and everything else is good. So we do have fights first. So we're going to start here. So I have 2 Great Plague weapons going in there, plus these 4 here, these 4 here.
Yep.
So we have 2 Great Plague weapons.
And everyone's -1 to hit from the Neurolictor being within 12 and they're battle shocked.
Yep.
And then also, crucially, he's -1 to hit because of the Broodlord.
Gotcha. So here's the going into the big guy.
Okay.
Hitting on 5s now because I was on 4s before.
Yep.
This is 1 devastating.
Lethal.
Lethal. That's it. 1 at -2.
4 up. He takes it.
2 damage.
So he's down to 8.
All right, and then the 4 for
I'll put his wounds right here for now.
No problem. For the Plague Surgeon.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s now because of the minus. That's pretty good. Strength 5, toughness.
9 down to 8.
So 3s.
Yeah. No. Well, you got 6.
Yeah, I meant to say 5s.
Yeah, 5s.
And it's -2, 2 damage.
-2, 2 damage, so we need 4s. Save 2, so he's down to 6 wounds.
All right, and then we have just regular plague knives from the Foul Blight spawn. This is
a lethal.
Lethal, and then I need these are 4, so I need
6s. Yeah.
Just 1. No, -1.
-1, so 3. Got it.
Good. All right, so now we'll go with the...
Okay, so the Screamer survives. He's on 6.
6, all right.
Okay.
And then we have
Putting that over there.
3 Great Plague weapons going into
Von Ryan
the
Leapers.
Von Ryan Leapers.
Yep.
Hitting on 5s because it's still minus, right?
Yep.
These are lethal.
Woof.
These are good. And then strength 8, toughness
5 down to 4, so 2s.
2s.
So
So
4.
we have 4 minus 2, 2 damage.
6 up. Saved 1, so 1 guy dies. 1 guy has 1 wound left.
Okay. And then we have the bubonic weapon.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s because they normally hit on 3s.
Yep.
1 lethal.
Okay.
And then strength 5, toughness
4.
4. So 3s. So 2 and minus 2, 1 damage.
6 up. Fail them both, so the first guy dies, second guy's down to 2 wounds.
All right. And that for that.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
It wasn't a bad showing from those guys. We'll see if they can live.
No, they did their best there. It's probably. I mean, they'll probably live. I would think.
We got so now you get to fight first.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start back there
Okay.
because I'm more interested in what happens here.
Yep.
So we'll see. We're gonna put all 3 guys onto the tally man.
All right.
What's his armor again?
It's only 5 up.
5 up.
5 up. It's a 3 up armor save.
T5 3 up.
Yeah, T5 3
Okay.
up. That's yeah.
Okay. We'll see if we can get this done.
Should be able to. A lot of attacks. It's got 5 wounds.
I'm gonna pop 1 CP.
I think he might have 4 wounds.
I'm gonna
Yes,
pop
4
1
wounds.
CP for surprise assault so that I hit on 3s instead of 4s.
All right.
And take a battle shock test on him. And if you fail it,
You're
you don't. Okay. So 2, 6, 9,
Jumped out from behind the thing. My guy was like, yeah, okay.
18. Let's see it hitting on 3s. And we'll pull the misses.
Pretty solid.
That was a good use there because I would have been sad about those 3s.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we are strength 6, T5, so we do need 3s to wound.
Yep.
Yes, let's
Pretty good.
go. That many at AP1.
AP1.
That might have saved me.
We need 4s for the tally man.
Think
1,
we got
2,
him?
3, 4. Got him.
All right. Woo!
Does he blow up? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. So that does cancel your defend stronghold.
Yep.
So I'm happy with that. They will not pile in or consolidate. They're just happy to stand there.
Still tucked to the Podswalkers.
Yeah, they're going to take the Poxwalker hits. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't care. They're fine.
I hope my Podswalker kills
Let's see if we can pop another character here.
All right.
I'll just start with the Broodlord because it's more likely that he'll get the kill. We have 5 attacks. We'll hit on 3s, re-rolling 1s because Gene Stealers.
Yep. Normally it's 2s,
All right.
folks.
Yeah, normally they'd hit on 2s, but
In case you
they're coughing and sick. Strength 7.
Toughness
So
6.
So I will wound you on 3s, and you no longer have the unit.
Right, exactly.
So I'm still wounding on 3s.
Right.
Okay. Twin linked and devastating. Oh, that one rolled right over the top. So there's Dev. We'll reroll just the fail. That had been a 5.
you're
Okay. So 3 at AP2 and 1 Dev wound.
3 at AP2. So 4 ups. 1 dev with damage.
2 damage a pop. So
Nice.
they
You
get
get
him. And I think they can consolidate back to the objective.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So they're going to do it just to. They can barely tap, but they're doing it mostly to get further away. So hopefully they live. I don't know, man.
All right, so
Let's go over here. I've got 6 attacks from the Von Ryan Leaper. And he's going to hit you on 4s. And he's going to wound you on 4s. Nothing. Screamer Killer.
it's really big gun. It's the big gun right here.
We're only hitting on 4s. That's what we call average. Wounding on 2s. 4 at AP2.
4 AP2. So 4 ups. Grab those.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Well,
Takes 1.
5 ups, right?
You said
AP.
AP2. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
5 ups. Yeah.
So 3 go down.
3 down.
Yep.
3 down.
They're 3 damage apiece, but
Yeah, you're good. I'll take them from here.
okay. Okay. It's an interesting go of it there. I think that ends the turn.
We would before. Let me think.
Because you already fought here.
Yeah.
You have played guys to fight.
Yeah. So hold on a second. All right. So at the end of the score, what'd you score at the end of the round?
So we got containment for 6.
Yep.
Because we did contain.
Sabotage happens.
Sabotage ends at the end of your turn.
Gotcha.
So you have to kill that Neurolictor somehow to stop him. But if he gets it, I get 6.
And since you took this is only worth 3. This is only worth 3.
Yep.
And that's only worth 3. So I got a total of 9. And we will be back at the end of my movement phase.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're back after my movement phase. The cards I drew were Aerial Denial and Established Locus. Pretty easy to do. I have to be within the 3 of that, and I am. So I established Locus with these guys. I also am keeping everybody outside of 3, so I'm going to get pretty easy points there. I moved up here. I advanced Typhus's unit, so they moved a total of 10 inches. I just re-secured this with putting more guys on it, and then I got to bring one back with the Plague Marine. The Plague Surgeon. So I brought back a heavy plague weapon. And we are going to, just go into shooting. So shooting is just Typhus's ability into that leaper. So,
you know what? I'm going to pop 1 CP and make him lone op 6.
Okay. So
not close enough.
All right. Sounds good.
Don't point at me.
That's good. That's good. All right. I think then
need him alive.
We'll just go to shooting.
Let's do it.
We'll go to charges. So these guys are already in.
Yep.
These guys can't do anything else.
Yeah, they advance.
So it's just going to be piling in here.
Come and get me.
So, and I can keep one guy's going to, I guess I could do this.
Yeah, you should be able to shuffle everyone in.
Get them all in there. All right. So here we go. Fight first anyway on that. So am I -1 still?
No. No longer -1.
How many Plague Marines do I have over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all my great plague weapons.
All right. If he can weather the storm
here, man.
Come on, buddy. Need you to spike these saves and then return.
All right. So we got 5 great plague weapons. So that was pretty solid.
That's going to be hard to weather.
They are
4 lethals. And we've got.
And then we have strength 8, toughness 8 now.
8, so you need 4s. 2 more.
So we have 6 at -2 damage.
Need 4 ups. Okay.
Solid.
He's got 2 wounds left.
Got 2 wounds, all right.
Yeah. Yep, because 2 damage each, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's down to 2 wounds.
All right, so here's the plague surgeon.
Here we go. Come on, baby.
See if he can finish him off.
No. Not like this.
Lethal. And then I need 5s on this.
Yeah.
So boy. 2 at -2 damage.
He died. Does he explode? No.
All right, so the plague surgeon does pick that up. I will then just consolidate onto here. Make sure I can get the extra points. And then that is going to be it for my turn.
All right.
So at the end of my turn, I will score Aerial Denial, and I'll score Established Locus. And then you are holding.
And I got my Sabotage for 6. So we'll score that.
And then you're holding, just as we go back in, you're holding that for 5.
3 and 5.
I'm sorry, I got to mix up. Yeah, 5 and 3.
Yep.
And we will be back after Jake's movement phase.
All right.
All right, guys, we are back after Jake's movement phase. Jake, what cards did you draw?
We got Storm Hostile, and we got Cleanse.
All right.
So we shifted the Biovore over, just trying to make a charge a little bit harder, going over here. This dude has turned tail. He is full-on fleeing. He is a coward. Spore Mine over there. I'm going to say it on camera. If I get engaged on all fronts and Dave forgets about it, someone give me $1. I'll be honest. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the Spore Mine. We're going to leave those guys there. They're going to do Cleanse for me.
Okay.
Von Ryan Leaper over here is going to Cleanse for me as well. We advanced the Gene Stealers and the Lictor and the Neurolictor. We're going to try and come cowabunga these boys. Okay. And the Raveners blipped on here. It's a 9-inch bomb. I have no CP. but I have faith
And
in the hive mind.
I'm gonna try to overwatch that guy. Actually,
I think that's a good idea.
so here we go. Come
right.
on, here we go. Let's go with the Foul Blade Fun. He's killing me, this guy. Well, he's not gonna kill him. And he's not even
going to wound him. All right.
That was a waste. All
Good
right.
talk. Hopefully I don't roll 4 consecutive snake eyes on my charges.
All right. So shooting.
Shooting phase. Biovore is going to shoot that unit of Plague Marines over there. It's kind of his only play.
Yep.
D3 plus blast. You have 2, 4, 6, 7. So D3 plus 1.
Yep.
For the big 2.
Wow.
We're going to hit on 5s because I moved. And it's indirect.
Gotcha.
1 hit. Strength 6, so I do need a 3. 6 is devastating.
All right.
Nope, nada, yada, yada. Okay.
Dude,
Let's do the big charges.
All of a sudden, our dice just stopped working.
Yeah, I was like, hello?
Charging.
Lictor into the boys here.
All right.
That's a 7.
Aaron.
What I really want him to do is wrap here so that he can precision onto these guys if you don't kill him off. Because he natively has precision.
Yeah, you're good, dude. You're good.
Okay. He has 4 wounds. Neurolictor into them. On a 6. Looks like he makes it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Just go right in there. Gene Stealers into the Plague Marines here. On an 8.
Big rolls, big rolls.
Oh, yeah, they made it. All right. Whew. I was stressing on that.
There was zero chance an 8 failed right there.
Ah,
I don't know how you were stressing that badly.
I was stressing. I'm just going to go ahead with the pile-in as well.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll be able to fight there.
I have no CP, so I do have fight first.
This is the big one.
All right, these guys.
9-inch bomb. Come on, baby.
Let's do it.
With the boxcars.
Right.
Let's go. We may be able to storm this objective. All right. You have fights first, so go ahead and dish it out.
So we are going to, let's see, how many?
You got Raveners, Lictor, Neurolictor.
Let me get the dice ready.
All right, here we go.
All right, guys. So here's what we got going on.
Talk about swarm assault.
Exactly. Four guys going into this guy. 2 guys going into this guy. 1 guy into those guys. If you didn't follow that, I'm sorry. So we have 4 guys. All right. So here are the first dudes. First one's going into the Neurolictor.
All right.
Hitting on 4s. I know I'm not minus, but I naturally hit on 4s.
Hit on 4s.
1 lethal.
Okay. And I'm T5 down to T4.
All right. So 2s. All right. So that's 3 at -2 damage.
4 up invuln on him.
All right.
He takes 2, so he is down to 5 wounds.
All right. And here is the Foul Blade Spawn.
Okay.
1 lethal.
Okay.
He hits on 3s. And then that's going to be a 5 is going to wound.
Okay. So 2 more. Pass 1, fail 1. 1 damage.
1 damage each for them.
So he's down to 4 wounds.
Yep. So he'll live. Now we have
the 2 guys
going into
the Lictor.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So here's the Great Plague weapons.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then that's nice as well. So we have 3
AP2.
AP2, 2 damage.
I need 6s here.
All right.
Saved 1, but he's already wounded, so he dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Plague Surgeon doesn't need to.
Plague Surgeon doesn't fight.
Yep.
Now we have the other guy going.
1 dude into the Raveners.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
And they miss 1.
Okay.
And then
T5 down to 4.
So 2s again. So 2 at -2, 2 damage.
6s. Saved 1, so he's down to 1 wound.
All right. So they did do some work.
Hey, they withstood the assault here. We'll see how the assault goes.
Yeah, all right.
I'm going to activate the Raveners first. They are going to get 7 attacks each.
Okay.
So 21 attacks here for 3. There we go. 4 and 3 and 4 and
Jake's
3.
been waiting for this all day.
I haven't gotten the Raveners in yet. All right. Sorry. They hit on 3s normally, so 4s.
Yep.
I was like, what am I even thinking about here? I'm thinking about how 3s would have been nice to hit on.
Yeah, -1 to hit is pretty solid.
-1 to hit's huge. I am strength 6.
Toughness 5.
And I am twin linked.
Okay.
So I need 3s, twin linked.
All right. Twin link is good for you right now.
Let's pull the successes out because
there
were less of them. Okay, so this. So plus those. These are all AP1, 1 damage.
All right, it's 4 ups. Pretty solid.
All right.
Kills one guy, one's on a wound.
Yep. Okay.
So I guess I should probably pull this as we're going. That's going to make a difference.
Yeah.
So I'll pull this guy.
Okay.
No, we'll pull this guy. Actually, make it a little bit harder for you to pile in.
Okay.
And then one's on a wound, which is going to be this dude right here.
Okay.
It's going to be this guy right here.
Gotcha. So we'll... Roar. So I do lose a Gene Stealer.
Yeah.
We do lose this guy, obviously, not going to be able to fight. So we have 2 monkeys, so that's 8 attacks. And then we'll roll the Broodlord
afterwards. Alrighty.
So 2 monkeys hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Right.
Normally they would hit on 2s. But they are sick and coughing. Okay.
They see the re-roll, yeah.
Pretty good here.
I mean, if you're going to miss, you might as well miss.
You might as well hit the 1s.
Yeah, exactly.
So I am strength 5. You're T5, so I need force.
Yep.
6s are devastating.
Okay.
I re-roll 1s to wound because you're on an objective.
Okay.
That's a Gene Stealer data sheet.
Oh, you're good. It's a good thing you re-roll 1.
Okay, yeah, we're going to re-roll the 1s. Here we go. So we got 2 successes. Okay, so 2 successes.
2 successes.
AP2.
I'm going to put those back because they already were successful. AP2s are 5s.
1 damage each.
1 damage each. All right, kills another guy.
And then the Broodlord goes.
So we're just going to pull the guy here.
Yep. Broodlord gets 5 attacks. He'll hit on 3s and reroll 1s.
Yep.
So he fails this. There we go. Strength 7, so I will need 3s.
Yep.
Twin linked and devastating. I like the dev. I'm going to keep the 2. So 3 at AP2 and 1 dev wound.
5 up.
And those are 2 damage each, so it does just kill the 4.
4.
The 1 wounded guy dies, and I think you only had 3 Marines left, so 1 character takes 2 damage.
We'll put it on the Plague Surgeon.
This guy?
We'll put it on Plague Surgeon. Sure. Yep.
Does he start with 4?
He starts with 4, so he's down to 2.
Okay. So then the Neurolictor.
Pile in?
He will pile in. And I think I've taken control, right? You're only OC1?
Yep.
So I've taken control, so I don't really need to worry about that. They're no longer leading each other once the fight ends.
Right.
So he's going to pile in to both of them, but he's going to attack the Plague Surgeon.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So he's got 6 attacks. He'll hit on 3s. No rerolls. Attaboy. He'll wound you on 3s. All right. 1 at AP2.
What's the damage, though?
1.
Oh.
So he'll live. All right. I did 1,
down
so he's down to 1 wound.
All right. So the Plague Surgeon stays alive.
Barely. But I do successfully take the objective.
Yep.
So I do get my Storm Hostile.
Okay.
And I did get my double cleanse.
Yeah, so cleanse for 4? Or is it
cleanse for 4 and Storm for 4.
All right. And then I'm holding... I still have... I have 6. As of right now, and we will be back after my movement phase.
Oops.
The card that you were Storm Hostile Objective, which I advanced over here and did, so I'm going to get score points for that.
Darn it.
And then Mark for Death. Mark for Death, you picked a lot of stuff over here, so what'd you pick? This?
I picked the Von Ryan Leapers on your house. I picked the Raveners here, and I picked the Gene Stealers here.
Okay. And so I'm not going to be able to score that.
Yeah.
So just because we have to finish the game out, because it's a really close game, we have to fight here.
Yeah.
So do you have fight first?
I get the first pull. You don't have fight first, right?
I do not.
So I get the first pull. I will go Neurolictor into... Well, no, let's not be silly. I'm just going to go like this. We're going to go Ravener straight into your Plague Surgeon there.
Yeah, it's a good call. That's a good call.
Let's just polish that.
He's the one that
he's the big damage. Melee. Yeah. 4 and 3.
See if he lives.
4 and 3. 4 and 3. Hitting on 4s because Contagion. Oh baby.
Pretty solid.
That they said, you know what, bub? We finally showed up. That is the unit of the game right there.
They've been bouncing around.
They're going nuts. They need 3s to wound, and they're twin linked. Pull the fails out. And we'll just push all these to the side because they're success. So re-rolling for Twin Link. And
he dies.
Okay. So they kill him. Then your Putrefier, right?
It's a Foul Blight Spawn.
Blight Spawn with the gas can on his back.
Yeah. He will go into...
probably into the neuro.
Yeah, the guy with the wounds. So I don't think I'm going to kill him either, but we'll do it anyway. Hitting on 3s. We have 1 lethal. And then wounding on 5s. Nothing. Just 1. -1.
He's okay.
He's good. All right. So at the end of my turn.
He rolls to try and kill you.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that off camera.
Okay.
At the end of my turn, we'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
I did score 4 for that. I didn't get anything else. I did get 6 for holding.
Yep.
And so now you're going to have, you'll have
So you
3.
took my home, so I only get
6.
6.
All right, so you get 6, and we will be back after Jake's movement phase.
Ooh-wee.
All right, guys. So, Jake, movement phase. What card did you pull first?
So
before we do this, before we get into it, so right now the score is going into the turn. The score is 66-57 going into the turn. Everybody saw that. So Jake was scoring 6 points because of this, 6 points because of that.
Well,
which was
3 and 3.
I'm 3 and 3. I'm sorry. So he was scoring 6 points in primary.
Yep.
Which was making it 63.
Yes.
So he needed to have good pulls to win the game. So your pulls were what?
Let's take a look at behind on enemy lines and engage on all fronts.
All right. So behind enemy lines, he already had this back here. He dropped.
After killing the Plague Surgeon, the Raveners can blip back on. That has to be unit of the game. They scored me containment. They showed up. They boxcard a charge. They blip off. They score me behind.
That is
heroes don't wear capes. They have scales.
That's right. That's funny. They that scored you 4.
Yes.
And then engage on all fronts.
Right. So I've got 1, 2 quarters, 3 quarters with Neuro and those guys. Yeah, 4 quarter over
4
there.
4 quarters there. So engage on all fronts. It was a perfect pull.
It was the god pull.
At the end of the
big
game.
8-point bomb at the end.
Yeah. Let me show the score. And so you saw the score. The score ended up being 70 because he maxed out secondary. So if everybody's counting at home, that's he maxed out secondaries at 40. So it's 70-66. It was good pulls. It was good pulls at the end of the game, which was nice.
Yeah. I was like, where do you want me? All right, we're good.
Yeah, it's good pulls at the end of the game, but it was a pretty fun game.
Yes, absolutely.
You play Tyranids all the time, not all the time, but
all of 2025. So for the past 4 months.
4 months, it's been all Nids.
They're my 25 army. So
it's a nice looking army you got going on.
Thank you.
How do you feel about him? 10th edition. We're not at this particular question, not a competitive thing. Just overall in general.
I think they are probably one of the most stable factions in 10th. All of their changes, for the most part, have been slight tweaks instead of like giga buffs or giga nerfs.
Right.
Whereas, obviously Marines players know the Oath of Moment changes, the non-codex compliant chapters doing the bloodless angels type stuff. Right. So you see a lot of these factions having these big drastic changes to how they get played. Tyranids have just been Tyranids.
Right.
They got the one Synapse tune-up, I think, about this time last year.
Yeah.
Since then, they really are consistent. They have a huge number of variety of ways you can play. Every detachment is very different. So I love Vanguard Onslaught. I know people who play Invasion Fleet all the time, and they like that better because they like to shoot. I hate shooting because I can't roll dice very well.
As you saw today.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not the armor saves, it's the hit rolls. So one way or the other. But
I also think that Nids have.
I think they're great. I think they're a lot of fun to play.
I think they have more utility than people think they do.
Yes, for sure.
And when the Nids Codex first came out, we had tears all over the place, dude. It was there was a lot of salty, and I don't know why, because I think they, like Space Marines, they have a lot of tools.
Yes,
and they don't have as many. They don't have as many data sheets. So it's easier to really tap into and see what they do well in a lot of cases. And I think they're just a solid codex.
I would like to point out for everyone who whines about Tyranids, I don't have any exocrines in my list. Okay? We can still win without exocrines.
Right,
so everyone just remember that. Exocrines are fun, but you don't need them.
It's weird that you play a game using strategy and movability and points. Wild, huh?
You could call me a wild card. You could say it's a maverick move.
I think it was cool. We did bulk up in here a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I think I might have overcommitted a little bit, but again, I kind of ran this part of it.
Yeah.
You were able to do a lot of stuff out here.
Yes.
That on the fringe of the portal,
yeah.
Which did help a lot win the game. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Late on taking this was stopping me from getting a couple points.
My plan A was definitely to monster mash. I had all my screamer killers make it into the middle.
Right.
They got gunned down mercilessly like lambs to the slaughter, and I had to abort and go plan B, which was jet sweep to the right.
Right.
And I happened to get great cards.
Jet sweep, wild banana, if you are a John Gruden guy.
There you go. Yes,
Jake,
sir.
thank you for coming on. I
Absolutely.
really appreciate
Great
it.
to come
As
by.
always, God bless. Peace out.